Welcome back to the channel. Today it's front seat install and fuel in the tank. See if we can get fuel to the front of the car. Thanks for watching this. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. Tell us where you're from. We've got viewers from New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Just drop us a message. Helps with the algorithm. Stay with us while we get this done. We'll get the seats in first and then we'll do the fuel. I found the bolts out. There's 4 bolts and the clamps. The base bits are there. I just need to tuck that carpet underneath that. I found all the carpet bits out. I think we've got enough. Oh, and I need one. No, that's for that. That was the bit for the ignition barrel to screw back on. And that's the driver's seat. It's had a repair, but I have got a brand new seat cover. It's actually on top of this roof. This is going to want a good clean. Anybody got any ideas what to clean this with? All this roof lining. Leave us a message if you have. I've seen worse. Right, I want to get that seat over here. Get these clamps over it. These two here, they fit on there like that. They fit like that. They hold the seat down and it just fits into the back there. So the back of the seat will sit in those 2 marks. So we'll get that done and get back to you. The clamps are on. The bolts have started. We've managed to do it with the fingers. I do remember they did come out of here quite easy. So we're going to get them in, get them tightened in. We'll just move that chair just over that way, that front seat. That just covers the scratched paint where it was in last time. Right, we'll get them fastened down and we'll show you that. Well, ladies and gents, that's the driver's seat fastened back in. On to the next one. We've got the bases and the clamps in place. Just ready to get the seat in, which I'm actually sat on outside the car. So, there we have it. Both seats back in. Driver and passenger seats back in. Carpets sort of in place. We'll get them sorted. I want to see if I can find the correct speedo for this because it's got an earlier speedo in it. Get the ignition back in. I haven't got a clue where the keys are. I'm going to need them for the pump. Yeah, not really. I can power it like that, but it's better with the ignition on. So I think the only thing left to do in here now is put the seat belts back in. I want to clean them before I put them back in. And we need to do something with this carpet to make it stay down. I don't know if that doesn't fasten under there, under that lip there. There's a lip there, so should it go into there? Build down with that. Get these screws out, have a look what these sills are like, but it's all good underneath. When I've got it on a ramp, I will show you what it's like. We'll move on to the tank next, get the tank bung out, see what that's doing. Right, moving on to the tank. I would have said that is bone dry. So I'm going to take, see it there, that's the tank drain. I'm going to take that out, see what comes out of it. I'll get some fuel, pour a bit through, and see how rusty it is in that tank. And that'll tell me whether I'm putting the other tank in it. It's not the easiest thing, but trying to make it so you can see this, but I don't know how. Is there anything in it? Oh, there is. Oh, that looks very brown. Right. We'll drain that. Oh, crikey, that don't smell very good. Stale fuel. Let it drain. Okay, how much is in it? A 10 litre washing up bowl, so we're alright for a couple of gallon. It keeps going. Right, that's slowing down. Not that much, maybe half a gallon. At least it's not being an empty tank. We may be okay with that. But I'm just going to let that drain now for an hour. Get it all out and we'll go and get some fuel. What have we accomplished today at Morris Minor headquarters? We've got the seats back in, the carpet's back in, not quite finished on the edges, but the seats are in, the carpets are in, there's a battery charged up down there, and the smell in this building is awful because we've drained the petrol tank of all the old fuel. Boy, does that smell stale. But it's coming along. We're getting there. Hopefully on the road this year. Next job, we've got the fuel pump in. That's there. We just need to swill the tank, get the battery on, and see if we can get some fuel to this carburetor. We've had a couple of gallons of fuel through the tank. There's just a drop left in it. I'm just going to take this out, if I can get somewhere, and just show you the state of the fuel. Right, here goes. There's probably a litre and a half left in it. I've drained most of it. You can see the colour of it. It's a lot cleaner now than it was. That be drained. I'll put some fresh clean stuff in it and see if we can get it to pump. We need to get the fuel to the carburetor. Next job. We'll see what happens. Just leaving that to all drain out now. I'll get back to you when we've got it, some clean fuel in the tank. See if we can get it to the front. I've just got to get the fuel up to the pump next. I need some more fuel in the tank. I've only put a gallon in it. I could do with another gallon on top of that. So we've got the seats in, we've got the tank cleaned out best we can, and we're ready to get the fuel up to the top. Right, I've put a jug under the fuel pipe. I've had the ignition on twice already. We've pumped the air through. We're just going to see now if we can pump the fuel through. Just drop the battery on because the battery's not very good. Turn the key, see what happens. Oh, look at that. There we have it. The car is pumping fuel. That's great. Right, I've pulled the battery terminal off. I'll get this on the carburettor. The battery back on. I'll see if it starts and runs on its own tank for the first time since we've owned it. Right, that's fuel in the carb. First time since we've owned it that has ran from its own petrol tank. Can't run it for long because we've got no thermostat housing on this, no top hose, no water in it. But the Traveller runs on its own tank. That's got to be worth a like. Hit that like button, give us a subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, give us a like, send us a comment, and we'll see you all next time.